Hi guys, welcome to the fifth episode of MS Talk. Did I get it right? Is it fifth?
Yeah.
I think it's fifth.
I don't
I think
I
we,
don't
we,
know.
we all don't know. Somebody will know. Chat will correct us. So welcome. I'm your host, ManaSurge Kyo. I'm late today, which is why we are starting pretty late right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, things happens, and also I'm kind of dark today because of my positioning, but that's nothing new.
The challenger approaches.
Oh no. Today we'll be talking about the additional cards. It's pretty late to talk about the additional card now because it has been released, but our scheduling is like very very bad. But it's better that we did it, right?
Well, at least we
Better
have.
that we do it than nothing at
At
all.
least I've already tested some of the cards, so then you guys would already know what's good and what's bad.
Yeah. So instead of having our shit opinion that when we don't know anything about the cards, without any single testing, now you can have
Now
our
we know
shit
something.
opinion after we play the cards.
Yes.
Yep, definitely.
Which, knowing this game, might actually change in a few weeks when somebody actually discovers some things. But who knows? Maybe nothing.
I've actually found this disgusting combo.
Maybe we'll fade it to be playing Ambush Sword until Leon fades out forever, and then we play it in unlimited.
Yeah,
Anyway, with me, I'm joined by three of our ManaSurge boys. We don't have non-ManaSurge boys right now, but we do have one new ManaSurge boy who's formerly not in ManaSurge. It's Alphy.
What was
Say
that?
hi, Alphy.
You know,
You go.
that cute boy has an issue with his webcam today, so sadly he can't use his
I
camera.
played
so
my
if
laptop.
I'm pretty sure someone in the chat. I think some people in the chat are disappointed in you, Elf.
Yeah, no. Where's
that's right.
Alphy Cam?
That's right.
I
People
wanted
are
to see Alphy Cam, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
It's so dark anyway. It's gonna be so hard to do that.
can't be worse than me.
It's only 1 a.m. It's only 1 a.m., dude.
It's only 1 a.m. I could just turn on the lights and just think about the neighbors are crazy.
On the other side of the spectrum, we have the very bright NyaaDev here.
Yes, I'm the brightest guy here.
You're one of those
You're
animals
so
that
try
you
hard.
shine the lights.
In like, I ironically brightest because I'm the dumbest here, but brightest.
Why are you so try hard?
Not try hard. It's just that the window is like right in front of me, dude.
Yep, definitely.
The window is in front of me as well, but I don't have light in front of me, so that's different.
I don't know.
Lastly, we have our big boy, our big youngest boy.
Strong muscle man.
Yo, flex for us, bro.
Flex for us.
Flex what?
Flex for Onegai muscle.
I don't have any muscle. These are all fat.
All Glow needs to
That's
flex
good.
his stock
That's how you
skill.
flex your muscles.
No.
Oh, so today we'll be talking about the additional cards, and I guess before we start, like you guys have played quite a bit, right? What's
Yes,
your,
I
like,
play almost every current expansion except Portal.
What's your day one impression? Not after like everything settles, but like your
Well,
day one.
okay.
What? Tell me one deck that you guys tested the first, like after the maintenance is over. What's the
Dude,
first deck you crafted?
do you need to ask me?
I guess we'll start with the obvious. Yeah.
It's obvious. Vertex colony, dude.
Oh god.
I crafted
man.
that immediately. Why?
It's
What's wrong?
okay. It's okay.
It's okay, yeah.
I'd be lying if I say the first card that I actually crafted is actually the dragon. I actually crafted Behemoth first, but then I'm like, Behemoth sucks. What's going on with this deck? And then I change it, and I play Fairy Dragon, and I keep getting wins because there's like a particular build for it.
Because people don't know how to deal a beefy boy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, but like I also have the worst decision ever because I crafted dirt. Not only did I crafted all of the legends.
I mean,
you crafted me.
Dirt?
honestly, honestly, dirt is actually not that bad if
Yeah,
I
it's not
think
that
so
bad.
myself.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but I wouldn't craft
It
it.
doesn't.
I mean, if you compare to like natural road and spell boost, obviously they're both superior. But
'Cause it-
I mean, at least Earthright has like at least identity, like something like that.
Because the thing is, I didn't only craft the new legend and gold. I also crafted Mave because I don't have Mave. So
Mave?
May.
Oh, Mave.
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 Legend from last expansion.
Ah, that one. Okay,
Yeah.
but there.
What about you, Alfie?
Oh. Maybe.
What about you, Alfie? What?
Oh, Media.
Okay,
Oh,
in case
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
know, I didn't test the vehicle. I was sleeping. So the first thing I
Is that the
tested really
Japanese
is obviously sword because
Mm-hmm.
in case you want to know, I got the dance as my first pack. I was like, yep, I'm building sword because I really want to. Anyway, I tried sword. It was like, wait a minute. The dance is actually not that bad in swordcraft because you can actually be both Kagemitsu, stealth fast, and obviously any 3-drop. I was like, it's a lot more impressive than expected. I thought swords. I thought it was gonna be the fair class.
It's
But
totally
No,
not.
but they just
It's
got an
totally
unfair
not.
card. It's a fair class with an unfair
Totally
card
not.
now.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right,
But
enough spoiling. Let's continue to the actual card review because
Yeah.
we're getting like very close to talking about the actual text, and we want to save that for later. So we'll start with Forestcraft.
my
The
boy.
Alfie, you have some words for it?
Okay, so I gotta keep talking about like Fairy Dragon. I just fantasy Fairy Dragon. I was so underwhelmed when I see like this is it.
All right, let me read the card first. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the first card is the new first legendary, Phantasmal Fairy Dragon. So one costs 1/1 with the effect of Ward and Fanfare gain +0/X. X equals to the number of allied card that costs 1 play point or less. Destroy this match. Then, if X is at least 5, evolve this follower. Can't attack the enemy leader. On evolve, it's also still a 3/3 ward with can't attack the enemy leader. So the first thing that I realized is that it says card that costs 1 point, so it counts amulet.
Yeah.
Can't smoke.
Right, counts amulets.
I don't think it's that relevant right now. The only at one cost. Oh, it counts 3. Never mind, I'm
Yeah.
dumb. It counts 3. It's
Yeah.
absolutely relevant. Absolutely relevant.
Let me tell you the amazingness of Fairy Dragon. Alright? So, if you play this Fairy Dragon, obviously your deck is gonna revolve on those like 1 cost cards. Like you could just like build on around the fairies and stuff like that. You could also even build up with the Natural Grade 3, which is the 1 cost amulet. And it is never a 3/3. This description is just a what is it called? Debating people.
Debate.
Yeah, it's just debate.
It's absolutely debate.
Dude, it's not a 3/3. Let me tell you, it's at least 3/8. It's at least 3/8 with rush, and you can bounce it.
But it cannot hit face.
Like, you see this health? Oh yeah, 3/8. You chip it. 3/1. Oh, it doesn't die. You bounce it. Easy.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's back again, full health.
It's like a reverse roach. Instead of increasing your attack, it's increasing your defense.
Yeah.
1 cost 3 Evo, dude.
Yeah.
1 cost 3 Evo, and then you bounce
Yeah,
back.
definitely. That was like
And then you
first,
1
right?
cost 3 Evo again. Easy stack for Zeus, boys.
Yeah.
Easy stack for Union Burst.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's actually one of the powerful things about Phantasmal Fairy Dragon is that if you keep bouncing the Fairy Dragon, you have Kokoro in your hand. Like, you're guaranteed to get her UB every single time in any turn.
That is true, actually. I can agree with that.
Until you run out of bounce.
This is definitely like one of the cards that we are so glad that we review after it was released.
Yeah.
Because before it was released, we will be trashing this card so much.
I'm going to trash this card so hard if it's not released.
Yeah, but after testing it, like,
Come on.
it triggers out of 3. That's kind of OP. It's pretty OP.
I thought it was like maybe natural
No,
force will actually be good.
No, when this card was revealed, right, I thought there was a typo. I thought they meant to write one cost follower.
I was also thinking.
I was like, wait, why does it write card? So I thought like because Mikan Shadowverse like reviewed this, I thought like maybe Mikan did something bad on their end. I was like, maybe it shouldn't be cards, because it's so weird.
Maybe for once, other streams fucked up instead of ManaSurge stream.
Yeah.
That
And then
is
like
kind of
then
true.
when the official thing comes out, it's like, yo, it still says cards. I was like, huh? It's like, wow, okay. That means I can use amulets. So that means like really Park and whatever also works.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I had a great idea to make Amatas with this, but then I fucked up. So
Tech face.
Imagine fantastic fairy.
no. As in like because since you play a lot of one cost cards in Amatas anyway, right? So like this is just a ward. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But I
understand,
don't
buddy.
think that's worth it.
Okay. If I going to talk about like Fairy Dragon, I was when I see the reveal, I was so underwhelmed. Honestly, I thought the card it says Fowler. I was like, wait, that's it. I mean, you got like fairies, I guess, but and then and one day later, I was Pepegan, and I forgot it reads cards.
Fun fact about this is that when Mini-Expansion is released, Alphy was sleeping, and everyone in ManaSurge, like the general chat, is just in a voice chat. Shoutouts to Mao Sama or Kurkuri, the previous SBO champion from the February. Shoutouts to him to actually introduce me this Fairy Dragon stuff, because I actually didn't think much about Fairy Dragon when it's first revealed, and then I saw him play it. I'm like, holy shit!
All right, I'm gonna finish my debate right now. So, in case you don't know, I thought Fairy Dragon was actually a surprise card that I expected. I thought actually has potential to be good. I thought it was pretty good because I thought there was actually an archetype that fits well with this and make it real. But then again, later on, the card isn't like, whoa, it's so broken. I think it's just a fine card, and it's actually pretty good for the evolve archetype. I thought more like Control Forest is a lot more viable with the Roach win con than Dragon, but it has potential in the future expansion overall.
I think due to the shift of the meta towards like more sword right now, it's actually a bit more viable than Roach, because you get to use your resources for like increasing this, and basically against sword you really need to use your resources to clear their board, and sometimes you don't have the time to bounce Roach. Even more often, like you don't have the time to evolve Roach straight into something, because like the Steadfast Samurai is 3/3. They usually doesn't have anything that has 2 attacks on the board, so it's very hard to evolve Roach. In that sense, like this build with Zeus Finisher is much more like better.
It's a much more convenient. I know that myself, but
it just goes back to the old Control Forest gameplay.
Yeah, definitely, it's a more Control Forest, but
it's clear.
It does definitely like a bit worse against Dragon again, because you can't finish important then, so
I cannot heal.
It's really.
I mean, it's still the same. It's the same thing, because you're mostly gonna heal, and Bideen is just gonna pin you to death.
No, with Roach you can technically high roll. Like there is a chance of high rolling and kill
I
them
think
before
so
that.
myself.
With Zeus, you don't have choice. Basically, have to go on that.
Kind of have.
But GG.
Yeah. All right, can we move on? Or you guys want to?
I already talked my side of Fairy Dragon. It's a lot more surprising than I expected.
You guys want to praise this card more?
Yeah, I'm actually just going to praise the developers, because this one card actually boosts like 3 decks, 3 archetypes of like forests just by this one card.
Oh,
so
this
I do think this is a very good fit on Natural Forest, but I do think Natural Forest still needs a viable win comp.
Yeah, as in like, because you can just throw it in and like it technically boosts it by someone. It's just one card. They just boosted so many archetypes.
This is definitely like a card that I feel on the same power level as Insect King back then.
Yep.
The core of the forest for the future. It's so powerful. One forest just use so many one costs that it's very easy to get this out.
Yeah.
Like if there's going to be a tempo forest back, they want this card because it's a lot of tempo, and it's also one cost, so you can
and with
combo.
Spirit Shrine and stuff, it's a lot more easier to do it.
Yeah.
in the
All right.
trees.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this the start. But if you guys have any question to throw at us, like it doesn't have to be about the new cards.
Just talk about why.
Just
I
any
mean, so
question. If you want to ask why am I late today, I can answer that. If you really want to ask that,
because he was taking a
because-
long day.
Anyway, let's move on to the next card.
Yes.
All right.
We have the new Forest Craft Gold. It's also another follower. Green Briar Elf. It's a 2-cost 1/3 with the effect of Funfair. Put a Greenwood Guardian into your hand, and the evolve effect. Give your leader the following effect. Whenever an allied Greenwood Guardian comes into play, deal 1 damage to a random enemy follower. This effect is not stackable and lasts for the rest of the match.
Pretty cool.
So
I like.
Greenwood.
I'm just gonna say I
Greenwood.
like Plant Elf more as the name than this.
So I want you guys to be honest. Who tested Greenwood?
I didn't.
I did. I did like 30
I
matches
didn't
with it.
test this.
And not gonna lie, Emperor Guardian isn't that bad. It's a decent card and everything. I think the Guardian Forest is pretty ladder friendly because I heard a lot of people are doing success with it. But there's one problem. This doesn't fix the fact that Guardian Force is still very down the bottom.
At least it gets like helps you a lot against board based
And-
stacks. The
Yeah,
pings.
definitely. And not just that, this is just a worse cleaver.
Mhm.
I think
It's
so
like-
myself I think this card's just fine. It helps the archetype, it's not ad.
Because technically it reads all your Greenwood Guardian becomes May.
Oh,
The old
definitely.
May.
Oh yeah.
The true, somewhat.
But do
You
you
can
rather
do-
play this or Martriant? It does because the Martriant reduce all the Greenwood Guardians better.
It
No, you will
depends,
use
like-
both. You will still use both.
Yeah, you have to use
Yeah.
Martriant and then turn 5 playing him.
And like the one of the counterplay for Greenwood Guardian going second, right? If you face Greenwood Guardian going second, if you don't play anything, they basically don't have anything to do on the evolve turn.
Yeah, definitely. I
Because
think for myself.
Matriarch can't hit anything. But with this, it's kind of get fixed because you get to evolve this and also use the rest of the 2 mana to exile Greenwood Guardian. Basically punishing your opponent now.
Yeah, definitely. I do think so myself this card is actually not bad at all. I do think this will help the Guardian deck. It's just not enough to say the least to become top tier or
Yeah.
anything.
It's not enough. I mean, because the deck is like very similar to Natural Rune, where you keep playing repeated cards and then you invoke like a boss monster where you just storm face. But the thing is that Natural Rune has very high power and very high clear rate, and while Greenwood Guardian doesn't really have that in their
I mean,
support.
at least.
So at least now
Guardian-
they have something.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think like Guardian Force is a lot better because at least they have a win comp.
Well, at least what they can do now is just not like how before you just pass, play a Greenwood Guardians, hope that he doesn't get through the ward, while also not doing anything against the board. You can at least respond to the board, deal 5 damage to face and stuff.
Yeah. So this
now-
is actually a big help, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult.
It's a pretty good evolve target as well because Greenwood Guardian doesn't really have that much of them. It's only Patriarch most of the time, and then they
Yeah,
basically
definitely.
Yeah.
just waste their evolve on the Green Guardian themselves because they have nothing else to evolve. And like it's now you can use it on this, and like it also works very well with the 2 damage pings that they have from the 2/1s. And
Yeah,
spell.
the synchronized slash is a lot more,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep, now like if they're at 3 health, you can play a Greenwood Guardian and then slash or
Slash first
you
and
say
Greenwood Guardian.
2/1.
Slash.
Yeah.
That's
There
all.
is-
There is
it's-
nothing to talk about this card. It's not good enough.
It's
I
no. Just
think-
looking at it, it's fine in
It's-
their own
It's
respective.
okay.
Of course, it's obviously like not a card that push Greenwood Guardian to tier 1, but I think this is probably making it as like a viable deck.
Much more viable.
Yeah.
we need just Holy Temple to become a Haven Holy Lion.
Yes.
Because I know there are people that like this type of decks, right?
No, definitely. I don't think this is very ladder friendly though.
Yeah.
You said, you said it.
This is like, in my opinion, this is more of a take 2 deck.
I'm
but
not.
you
I don't think
not
so because
not
it's
100% sure.
I don't think so.
Or I don't know, man. Like, I've been getting like runs with this in Take 2 and like it's almost like 5-0.
I mean, if you play aggro, sure, I guess.
Yeah. So you just get all the things and then just dump it out.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
To be
because you get
honest,
a bunch of tempo. Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah,
won't be
definitely.
surprised if this is like the last Greenwood Guardian support we get.
I don't think so because if you want to like if you know the omen of the 10 and their aftershirt, at least we got like 2 new cards that relates to the archetype. So I think I will say like one each of class will at least have at least that
But,
type of
like,
archetype.
I feel like if you compare it, this is more close to Rebirth of Glory, and that like you don't get that, like the archetype in this expansion is a lot more generalized, and instead of like Natura or Machina back then,
Yeah.
or the Omens, which are like they want to get buffed at least once. I feel like the archetype that we have this expansion, like they will stay in this expansion and maybe buffed a bit. So I really won't be surprised if this is the last Greenwood Guardian we get.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Mm.
Anything else, or should we move on to?
Hello.
Okay, let's move on then. Because next class we have Swordcraft.
Yes, the broken card.
Okay,
Broken.
Swordcraft. New Swordcraft legendary follower, Lux Blade Ariad. It's a 5-cost 4/5 with the effect, very long effect. Fanfare: if at least one allied follower has evolved this match, gain ward. Then, if at least 3 have evolved, recover 3 play points. Then, if at least 5 have evolved, restore 5 defense to your leader. Then, if at least 7 have evolved, draw cards until there are 7 cards in your hand. It's a lot of text, but basically it's increasing power as the more you evolve, the better this is. And
yeah, definitely.
This is everything that swords need.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I do think those myself.
You know, surprisingly, like this before Mini-Expansion is released, this card doesn't get that much praise.
Because everyone was so focused, like, look at Koa,
No,
look at Gigetsu.
no. Cause they are like, oh no, I can't play this on curve. It was like, what the fuck?
hey, look at the bright side. It can kill Ceres.
Yeah, it
Ceres.
cannot kill.
I'm pretty sure Sword doesn't need more ways to kill Ceres.
No, this is the
I'm
only
sure
way he
about
can
that.
kill Ceres, because Cicero can kill, Pekko cannot kill, anything else I'm gonna mention doesn't kill.
I guess
Pekko
so.
with Union Burst kills.
Yeah, definitely.
Pekko.
Yeah,
How
it does-
often are you gonna have Union Burst with Pekko?
You just play the last card and then evolve it. And then...
No, as in like on curve. On
curve. I meant to curve, like Ceres on curve.
Alright.
Like, honestly, everyone does so well because they thought, oh, look at cool, look at how it's a turn 6, 13, 16. Why this card isn't that?
Actually, to be honest, the funniest comments I saw is that this is not what Evo Sword needs. They need a finisher. And I'm like, wait, Evo Sword have enough finishers?
That's Zeus.
We got
That's
Zeus,
Zeus.
we got Cat,
Dude,
we got Kagemitsu.
Screw Zeus. Pecorino plus Wildcat is already like 10
Season-
damage.
No. That's not a
It's
finisher.
stupid.
That's a 2-card combo.
It's stupid. it's still a finisher.
Zeus is a 1-card finisher. Alright, yeah.
Yeah,
It's still a
definitely.
finisher. It's like what we called what's the name? Celia Quick Bleeder back then. That's a finisher.
Definitely.
And-
I was like,
This itself is
Like-
also a finisher.
I mean, Ariel's a finisher, but it can also be buffed by Wildcat.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
that's the
That's
thing,
why it's a
right?
finisher. Yeah, that's why it's a finisher.
The one
It's a turn 10. It's a turn 9
10
damage.
And not
Turn
just
9,
that,
turn
and
10.
not just that,
Turn 9.
it's also an officer that helps with Leisha.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's this
I hope-
this card stops so many win cons with just playing it. Yo, like what? Sword is dying. He has no more resource. Oh, what did he
Sword
play?
is
Or
too-
Ariad? Draw
Hey, guys.
7.
Like, guys, sword is too fair. How do we make it broken?
I like
Give it
How
a
do
fair
put lots
card.
of text?
I like that. I like that you said it's so many finisher because it has ward and heal at the
It
same
heals
time.
5! It heals 5!
And not just that, it has Princess Witch Burley on
So-
a fucking.
You can't storm them because it has ward, and you can't burn them because they heal.
No,
Yeah,
you
definitely.
meant like to continue about the heal part is that it's just a 2 play point, heal 5, 4/5 ward. So at the end of the game, like in the end game, like
So much value.
you have so much
Yeah,
value out of
this
this
card-
card, block
this-
lethals and stuff so easily.
And honestly, getting 70 bowls on sword is like nothing. The deck
It's like
because
nothing thanks to the next card
because the card relies on like the archetype. The sword relies on evolving. So I
Yeah.
think this card is just nothing.
No, the thing is like what makes this card really really good actually is because of the next card that we're gonna be talking about.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
I
that's
have
true, that's true.
I have so much stuck on that card, and I thought that I was so wrong.
Oh man.
I think people like also forgot like because sword had been like for a lot of people sword is very aggressive class.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most of the time when sword is played tier 1, remember me sword
Mid
Master?
range.
It's because they have stupidly broken late game. They're
Ah,
so
I
stupidly
didn't
I
know.
miss you
broken.
later. I miss you later.
I miss
This is basically it. I feel like if this card doesn't have the very last X, the draw 7, it would be like pretty okay. I mean, it would be like
It'll be good.
It's still
It won't
right.
be broken.
Yeah.
It's
I
It won't
actually forgot. I actually forgot one art tech could actually be okay, which is natural sword because of Bayonux because.
Oh yeah, because you cover play point.
Yeah, yes, that's
Yeah.
good. It's
That's all.
that's all I'm gonna say because hey, look, I'm getting King's Might. Oh, good, I can buff my Fox Lance.
because now you can't even grind.
Exactly.
You can't even grind them. They just draw into 7. Like what the
You
hell?
draw,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Running out of resources just needs to draw this area
Yeah.
and place it out. Oh, look, I draw so much. And suddenly I have,
play point.
I play on turn 10. Oh, look, I still have 8 play points to play all these new cards I've drawn. Wow!
Wow. And then,
Wow, so much
Are you
value.
no, are you at 10 HP? Hey, do you know Wildcat?
Yeah, their turn 9 is like stupidly broken because you need to clear their board. You need to clear their board because they are playing two cost 4/5 ward. At the same time, you need to think about Wildcat lethal because they have Aether and Aether always gets you Wildcat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. They always have Wildcat in hand.
I do think it was not myself. Like, I mean, not just that. Ether can also church Wildcat that easily
After turn
Yeah.
6, from turn 6 onwards, you only search a
because I do think so myself. There are actually like two divided archetypes on the sword craft. We got the Purity Ball
Yeah.
that runs the brother and Zeus and stuff. And I know there's like what, and I know there's like the token variant which doesn't run Cyber Cannoneer anymore, but it's literally the same thing, but a lot more like
There's also a Levin variant.
Oh my
We
God,
don't
I
talk
forgot.
about Levin variant. We don't talk
Like-
about that one.
I mean,
Why?
Levy variant, sure. I mean, Geno free evolve, yes.
They do. They have Geno.
They have Geno.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess yeah, but like
it's like saying, "Hey, Cynthia's pretty good."
Is it time to nerf Wildcat again? To 8
Uh,
costs?
Alright.
eight costs, yay! Like
Yeah,
it's
we
still
can-
buffing with my Team Blade Masters.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
we
Really.
probably should cover why this card is really good thanks to the next card.
Yeah,
Right,
let's
right.
move on. Let's move on to the next card then.
Courtly Dance.
Courtly Dance, the new Sword Gold spell. We finally got a new spell. It's a 3-cost spell with the effect: put a random sword card forward that costs 1 play point and 2 play points from your deck into play. It has 8. Then put a random sword card follower that costs 3 play points from your deck into play and evolve those followers. Evolve effects will not activate for those followers. I think I know what you guys want to say. The first thing you guys.
I thought this was gonna make Leo tier 1. I was wrong.
First
No.
things first. The one play point that we're gonna pull is Kagemitsu.
No, it's
And
Quick
you know
Blader.
what happens? And you know what happens at turn 8?
Dude, the first thing we need to say is this is not a 3-cost card. This is an 8-cost
This is
card.
not a
Always.
3-cost card. We
No,
only
but this is a
Always.
spell. this is a spell that can get with your what's the 5 cost enhanced
Elegant.
thing? Yeah, your elegance in action. So instead of 6 spells in your deck, you can have at least 8 now. So you have higher chance of to do 3 damage. Oh,
Oh no! I got
Like,
myself
Is there like any point where you would actually play this on 3?
like really.
No,
a
when
lot
you're
of
playing
peop-
Leon, I guess.
I never see any point for me to play this on True.
Only when
Well,
you're playing
what's the
Leon.
point? Oh,
I don't know.
wait. Are you playing turn 3? Because lots of dance variants doesn't play Quickblade. They just play Kagemitsu. What's the
Yeah,
point
they
playing
just
turn
play
3?
Yeah. I mean, well, a lot of decks right now, like, they can't quick play are exactly for this card, because playing this on 8 with
Mhm.
100% getting Kagemitsu is so broken.
It's insane how this card is actually designed. Like the
We can-
turn 8 potential for it is really really good because like you get Kagemitsu and then another 2 follower, which one of them can be Pecorin.
Oh, and yeah, I do think some myself can also target like stealth fast. At least you can hit phase 2.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
that size you can
And
hit
then-
space. Leon, you can have like an ambush follower that's evolved, but it's
Which,
mainly.
I mean,
And then
and
you
of course
boost,
there's Twin Blade Master which can attack twice,
Mm-hmm.
and
makes
boost
it a lot
your
more
evolve
harder
by
to target
3.
too.
And
the turn-
remember that it evolves by 3. Usually at turn 7 for sword, their evo count would be at like, well, in a normal game, 4 or 5. This card covers the requirement for area to actually activate with the last effect that draws 7 cards.
Yes.
It's not, and not just that. This is 3 free evolves. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
And because you always get Kagemitsu from this if you build your deck right.
Yeah,
The Kagemitsu
you
is
can
just
get like easily 8 evolves on turn
Yeah.
8, which is insane.
You know what I like
Kagemitsu.
about this card also? Because like it filters 3 like low cost cards from a deck. So any future card you draw will have a higher chance of being a higher cost card.
Arthur is back.
This is technically Arthur. Yeah.
Yeah, Arthur, man.
Ah, yes, Arthur.
This is
Pre-nerf
actually
Arthur.
Arthur. This is actually Arthur, yeah.
Always remember that Arthur was
Except you
still
always have 3
disgustingly
rush.
way too strong.
You always have 3 rush body.
So
Instead of
imagine
only
those
one.
times where you're like, yo, give me something big, and then you draw like a quick blade. It's like, fuck. Now this thing will reduce the chances of that.
Arena. I think
Quick
it's
Blader is also like not that bad, right? Because
Honestly,
most of the
this
time
helps.
people only use Lesion 6.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I do
they
think so.
really-
So, not just dance actually helps there. I think Leo also helps the archetype because, in case you want to know, they only pull 2 followers and everything accelerate, which is Quick Blade and Leo. And you know what those spells goes? Well, you know the rest. I do think so. This card is just strong. As
Yeah.
strong as I thought. Maybe.
At first glance, we would all think that this is just an ambush support because we can't play it
Oops.
on curve.
It was like, wait a minute, we got Kagemitsu, what am I doing?
Yeah. And then when you see the enhance, that's when we go, oh, isn't this card just a play point in the end?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so much.
it.
This card has so much value. Just surprised myself.
This card is broken. What is wrong with this
Bro.
card?
What happened?
Free evil. Imagine
Really?
that.
Yeah,
Imagine
definitely.
your
I do this.
Kagemitsu being like an 8/8 or like 9/9 at turn 8.
I haven't actually like tested Sword that much. So
I have.
met them in
You
there.
know, for the podcast, before we started the talk, I was practicing with Nya.
Yeah, he's been wrecking
And
me.
I was just bullying him with the sword, and my Kagemitsu is always over all of his hordes.
Yeah, definitely. If you don't
Yeah.
deal with the Kagemitsu, you're dead.
Yeah.
I have to pray on the 50-50 on my what's it called? Shit, I forget his name.
Yeah. Karola?
What?
Karola?
Yeah.
Karula, yeah.
Yeah. Because they have 3.
Yes, Karula. I do think Karula
But-
carries the portal deck.
What I wanted to say is like the sword mirror is going to be a pain.
Oh
No.
never mind.
No. I already went like 20 sword mirrors. It was just a disaster.
This is literally like Archer 2.0.
If you're
Sword
running
mirror.
Zeus, if you're running the Zeus variant, no problem. But if you're running token, so many wars, so many Caesars,
boy.
please take it.
Oh boy.
You know, sometimes I just want to put like one
Yeah.
Zeus just for the mirror.
One what?
One Zeus just for the mirror.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also put one Zeus.
No, I only play like in my build. I play like 2 Regal Cats and 1 Zeus, and I thought it was actually doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, you can just combine the deck with Zeus.
Yeah, I could do that, and
Yeah,
not
I
running the brothers, which I thought the brothers was just.
The
It's
brothers just
odd.
don't have value anymore.
I mean, Higikar is probably the only viable, but Jafar is just way too.
no, yeah,
weird.
Yafunha is better. Yafunha is better. Hinika is enhanced 5, which is enhanced 5 do
It's
nothing.
very slow.
It's-
It's way too slow right now. Tempo wise.
It does remove it kills. At least they kill something in the field.
Yeah. But imagine doing it on like actual curve, and then you are doing like just 1 damage, and it was like
If you're going first, then yeah, it's not that bad.
You're also like giving back tempo. Which
Yeah,
You don't want to do.
it's bad
You always
tempo.
want to have something.
You're not putting pressure.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. I do think to myself that there's some variants, but I do think like the token berries is a lot more, consistent.
Yeah, of course. And you get more kills to trigger your Regal Wildcat. So
Yeah,
token is the way
definitely.
to go, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Wanna move on?
Yeah, definitely. I'm ready to roll on my favorite class.
Oh man.
All right. Let's move on to Rune, and I have some things to say about.
I have a couple things.
magician.
8 the new rune legendary rune legendary. It's
Rune,
a 8 cost 2/2 follower that has the effect. Oh my god! Crystallize 1 Earth Sigil. Basically create Earth Sigil with the effect. Your leader can take more than 4 damage at the time. At the start of your turn, perform Earthright. If an earlier played Earth Sigil amulet is destroyed this way, restore 1 defense to your leader. At the end of your turn, draw a card. The follower has the effect fanfare gain plus X. X equals to the number of allied Earth Sigil amulets destroyed this match. Deal Y damage to an enemy. Y equals to this follower attacks.
Well,
Oh my god. This is the first crystallized
Alright.
Earth Sigil we got, which is
alright, guys.
pretty weird
Alright, guys.
because it's a mechanic that like crystallize is a mechanic that works very well with Earth Sigil, but they waited this long to release an Earth
Yeah.
Sigil crystallize. Why? Why?
Right. Before I talk about fun facts, in the Japanese, it's called Dark Perdition.
yeah. I love it.
It was like, wait, what, are we copywriting Yu-Gi-Oh now?
As in, it's Dark Magician, but like it's not pronounced as Dark Magician.
No, it's not pronounced.
It's the kanji as.
It's
for
a kanji. It's like this is Dark Perdition. It's like,
Isn't-
So it's like Angoku something,
yeah,
Mount
Isn't
Sky
the
or something like that.
OCG
Yeah, something like that.
OCG
Yeah.
it's like or something like that. But
Isn't the
honestly,
OCG version of like Dark Magician in Yu-Gi-Oh is Black Magician?
Yeah, it's Black Magician, but like,
always remember the wheel
Yeah.
strip.
So they
wheel
technically
strip is called
don't break any
Aladdin.
copyright.
yeah,
They don't break any copyright law because it's Black Magician and not Dark Magician.
Oh, let me remind you that we have Wheel Wielder, which should have been Aladdin.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's pretty sad to see like Dirt Rune finally get a boost like after years of them needing boost.
No. They technically get a boost every single Mini-Expansion
A decent boost.
for whatever reason.
A decent boost. Okay, to me this is an okay card if it got released like
at least Rookcraft
months
has a
ago.
finisher right now.
because
Yeah.
like months ago, like its crystallized effect is really good, but like we needed it when we had like those telescopes back then, like
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I swear to
then-
God, if we get another Roomcat support in the reprint as telescope, I'm gonna blame you.
And secondly, this is technically a bit underwhelming because like I know like it's like DFB, right? It's like DFB where you stack up your damage by Earth Sigils destroyed.
Mhm.
But it like if this is not going phase, then like it's not good.
Getting the
Yeah.
Sigils
At
like
least he hit face.
Yeah, I know it hit phase, but you have to stack so much for it to hit phase, and it's not easy to get like for example, if you want to do 10 damage, it's not easy to destroy 8 Earth Sigils.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we got Magiska, which is the only, destroy mostly.
To be honest, like discard destroy the most Earth Sigil if you can get it going. Like discard crystallized attack.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but-
yes.
Yeah,
To do
yeah,
that,
but
you
you
have
have to
to
remember by
sacrifice.
order you play
Yeah,
this
but you have to
because
play Siju's first, and then you play his Crystallize.
No, the
Yeah.
biggest problem is that you have to crystallize this card, which is like you're
Your
throwing
win
away
con
your
is your
finisher.
win con, correct? So you have
It's your
lesser
win
win con, and
Yeah.
like you need your win con to stack your win con.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind playing this like in like early. If I have like 2 or 1, I just play this because not just that you get a free draw each turn if he keeps alive.
After like testing this card in the deck itself, I think this card is like very good. It's
No, definitely. I do think this is what Runecraft actually needed, honestly.
It's a stupidly broken card in a archetype that is very, 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 very weak. Because Dirt Rune's early game is very honest. It's way too honest.
It's very honest, yeah. The
They
only
did-
biggest play you can do is Magista.
Yeah.
Magical. So
Everything is like on curve. Everything feels on curve. Even what's his name? Levy? The new Levy? Even the new Levy is like very honest. It's,
Levy is really strong because
I know, but
It's strong.
compared to the evoke effect that we have right now.
yeah. No.
Compare it to Kyoka.
Yeah.
It's
Correct,
so
correct.
weak.
Yep.
It's so weak compared to Kyoka, compared to Shuten, compared to Saras. Like
Imagine
No,
if
there's
you
so many
draw
better
one
options.
card
I
in
don't think
2020.
let's say the word here. I'm gonna say the word here, and I'll be honest. I think Earthright is a little bit too fair.
yeah, I know. It's very, very fair. Their early game is way too fair. You're playing 2-2 on 2, 2-3 on 3.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be honest with this. I think Dark Mage is just pretty damn good. I think it's what Earthright really needed because at least it has a valuable win comp. But then again, Dirt Room lost probably one of the best dirt supports, which is Otakito Golem, which is with losing it just hurts in my heart because I love that card to death.
Man, if only that Oracle Golem is still in there.
By the way, you know what I see this card now as? Like people are just going to tag it in their rune just for the crystallize.
No,
Like-
I think natural
No,
this
as
because
in
it's
just
not
for the damage reduction. Like you
Yes,
can
actually-
take 4 damage.
That's actually that's actually like something that I want to talk about because if this card ever becomes meta, if this deck is ever become meta and you're playing in the mirror, it's so fun because all you're doing is that you're setting up this the crystallize effect, copying it with Potioner, and then you're just playing a chicken game. Like, okay, I'm going to set this up. Okay, it's going to run out. No, I'm going to set another one. Okay, no, you can't play your Dark Mage because I have a Dark Mage on board.
No, you.
No, you. And then if your opponent doesn't like draw their Potioner or their Dark Mage, okay, then your Dark Mage will. And then you're also forcing your opponent to play their Dark Mage as a Crystallize because they don't know if you have another Dark Mage on hand or not, and they have to like save themselves from getting killed by basically DFP.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So like if Rune somehow gets meta and like Blood is also meta, they'll just play these just for the crystallize.
I mean,
so you can stop the stupid behemoth from killing them.
I mean, if I see another reprint of Earthright support, I'm not gonna be surprised because
Telescope.
because we got telescope, we got Corian, we got Side Laboratory. What's next?
Wait,
I wanted the Levy reprint.
Did Telescope even get reprinted? No, right? It's just one time.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, I miss Halo Golem, dude.
To be honest, the current dirt just needs something to deal AoE sufficiently before at turn 5 or 6.
I mean, they have a lots of ways to deal single, but AoE is what they need really.
AoE is just so much. Like I play against Sword a lot, and they play Wildcat on 4, and I'm just crying.
Okay.
Can't do anything. What will anyone do? Can we kill Sue?
Can I kill
They play.
Zeus?
They play Kairitsu on 3, Wildcat on 4. I press concede.
Yeah, definitely. I do think that Dark Mage has a future, but I'm not gonna try to say it right now.
I think like it either needs the it either needs for the early game for dirt to be a bit more unfair. Like you can get a bit more tempo either by brushing them or by clearing their board, or it needs the tempo to be slower. Like the tempo of the meta.
look at Natural Ruin and Spell Boost. They have a viable win count. They have very strong strategies in overall. I mean, Natural. So, and Natural got Kyamu, and guess what? Spell Boost has Kyoka. It's a better Albert.
Natura also have Elementalist, and that card's not fair.
Yeah, oh my god, that's a 2/4/6 throw 3. That's insane stat line.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Right. Anything else you guys want to say about this card?
I don't know, man.
Pretty much.
To be honest, I feel like trying this deck, but like unless they are going to give more of next pack, I probably won't craft it.
I recommend trying this deck after everybody stopped playing Sword.
Everyone's just gonna
Definitely.
start playing Sword, man. Like, yeah.
It's kind of boring. Well, people get bored easily in the Shadowverse. Usually at the end of the expansion, you just see people playing really weird shits, and that's when you play this because it's a fun deck.
Yeah.
I think it's a really fun deck, but you know,
Definitely.
it's very fair.
Yeah, definitely.
I've
Right.
always been a fan of right. Yes.
Speaking of fair card, we have the second fair card we got. This card is also pretty good.
Mirror of Truth.
Yeah.
New gold amulet. Right, I almost said artifact for some
It's
reason.
Earth Sigil, by the way.
Yeah, Earth Sigil.
Yeah.
It's a 2-cost, a Mirror of Truth. It's a 2-cost amulet Earth Sigil with the effect Fanfare. Select an enemy follower that costs 2 play point or less, and summon an allied copy of it. If another allied's Earth Sigil amulet is in play, put a Verdict ritual into your hand. This is Clark 2.0. Except
Imagine
it's more
it's a
awkward
little bit
like-
harder compared to Clark.
to Clark,
honestly.
Yeah.
but it
no,
has
the thing is
better
that-
upside.
The thing is
You
that
get
this
everything.
card is that you get a follower alongside it.
You can still Stealthfast Samurai.
Yeah, you can still
Yeah.
pass in like maybe sword matchup, or maybe in like blood matchup you can like steal the
Lucius.
Ios, stuff like that. Lucius, so many things that you can like. Actually, like this card is really versatile. in my opinion.
I do think this is one actually very good support. The Dirt
One
Riders,
very good
actually.
support for Dirt.
I think there's so many good targets on the 2 cost so low.
Mhm.
This is what should be pull the strings.
You know,
yeah,
the
God damn it.
I think
Stealing
this card.
Portal Hands.
I think this card is pretty good, but
Yeah.
I feel very bad to say this, but this card is way too fair.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
fair.
Imagine saying 2-cost 2/2 Earth Sigil that 2-cost Earth Sigil that summons a 2/2 also give you a Verdict ritual, a 3 damage burn spell. It's a fair card. That's just how
I mean-
stupid Shadowverse right
I
now.
mean, if we compare cards that has the very similar to the Fairfell, the first Fairfell, which like Morphin and of course pull the string, it's way too fair. I mean, at least the other two steals. This one only copies it.
Hmm.
That's true.
Mm. Yeah, that's actually one of the flaws of this card. It only copies, it doesn't steal.
I mean, it's a mare. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I feel like
come on.
my biggest problem with this card is that it's kind of awkward to keep. Like, when do you want
yeah.
to keep this?
And
If
not
you-
just that, the second Fairfell is a little bit hard because you can play this like in curve. If you don't have it, it's just basically
To be
don't
honest,
copy
like, after playing it, the second fanfare is a bit easier. Like it's the easiest part.
I
but
mean,
the
you
first
just
one
need
is
Earth
really
Seal.
easy.
That's pretty easy, and
Yeah.
and we got Witch Guardian still, and of course now the new Dark Mage. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
I
we're not
know.
gonna play Dark Mage because it's destroyed next turn.
This doesn't like copy the follower, right? It just summons one of the
Just
same.
summons one of the enemy
Mm.
followers.
It
Or
doesn't
like
copy.
Hearthstone copy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
copy.
It
Alright.
copies the base stats, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
I think the card is
It's
good. It's just fair. That's it.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
The other problem is like because Sword is here, and if you go second against Sword, playing this on 2 will just give the enemy Sword target for Kagemitsu.
And that's true.
Yeah,
and they will just trade in.
Very
It's like,
dumb.
okay.
That's
I
very
mean-
dumb.
I mean, the problem is you don't have Rush compared to like Mirror Image, for example.
Hmm.
So I'd rather not steal Kagemitsu, and you're just literally stealing a 0/1.
That's why, like, I feel most of the time this is basically second Clark. You just use it for the Clark effect. Put a verdict ritual.
No, I don't think there's a lot of good targets anyway right now.
Yeah, we'll have to see like in the future.
A lot
Mostly
of two
good
drops right
targets
now.
are mostly the sword and blood matchup. That's about it.
A lot of the two drops right now have effects that synergize with the text, so stealing them doesn't copying them doesn't really do anything.
Either that or they are like funfairs and copying them does nothing.
Yeah, that's you just playing a 2-mana 2/2. It's like and then there are matchups where you're like don't want to copy against Natura. You definitely don't want to copy Pathfinder because
like you get a tree and it's like, what the
That's
fuck
true.
am I gonna do with a tree?
I mean, Dirt already have problem with board space. Now you're just making it worse.
Yeah. I mean, a good card to copy will be like EO or something, where like you have an evolve effect and do a big thing.
Damn it.
Yeah. So like EO evolve, 2 damage. That's a good card, but like
That's definitely a good card. Honestly,
I want to play this against Pass Portal.
Portal. What are you trying to copy?
The 2/2.
The 2/2.
And
Wait, what? We copy 2/2. I mean,
The
are
2/2
we
gold.
copying Phantom Blade Wheeler? Are we copying
Yeah,
Barrage?
but for what?
So they have to trade.
So what? You copy it on turn 5 and then you just pass turn.
And no, you're just gonna
Copy
like
on
you can
card.
copy like for example,
Copy
you
on
copy.
card.
You just won't listen
They
to
don't
that
have
because of Barrage.
You know, if you copy that, right, you basically give him a turn to proc the effect.
Exactly.
I know, but what else can I do?
I mean, that's
Snap.
fine. I mean, you're mostly gonna do that because of
Is Wish Snap still in rotation?
It still is in rotation, but it's rotating next expansion, so I
Alright.
don't know, man. Dirt. Oh my god.
Dirt. I love you. I love you, but you're too fair. I want something that it makes it unfair.
I also have a feeling like the next expansion is going to be like the next Verdant conflict or still
we're getting I was thinking the next set we're probably getting like a Machina slash natural Arian.
So
yeah,
like,
but why would it be Machina? Because like after this,
I mean,
we need Joanne support Nyan.
Johan.
I think what he meant is like something like Natura or Machina, the archetype that is basically shared by all the class.
Yeah. But because like if you more cannot be Machina because like if it's Machina,
it's a new archetype, a new archetype.
Okay.
Like Machina and Natura, like.
Oh, I thought you mean like there'll be a
you
boost.
bear helmet daddy, please.
Which is like. It just means that there's even less chance for her to get something next expansion.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And they have a lot of cards rotating out. I think Snap is rotating.
No, maybe they'll just add more Union Burst, but probably not.
I don't think.
The recent interview there will be no more Union Burst after this set.
Unless they do another Precone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that. That's
right.
about it.
Let's move on from my sadness and go for Dragon.
Great.
I feel so bad after, dude. Okay, new Dragon legendary follower. Dark Prison Dragon.
Dark Jail Dragon.
Dark Jail Dragon.
Dark Jail, oh my god.
It's
the darkness has been jailed.
No, Dark Jail Dragon is the Japanese team.
Yeah, I know. I know the name.
Wait, that's a theme?
Dark Prison Dragon. It's
a
3/3/2 dragon follower with the text ambush and fanfare. If overflow is active for you, lose 1 play point orb, then gain +1/+1 and store. It also has ambush on evolve.
I think this is okay.
I feel like
actually pretty strong.
It's okay. I feel like it's like what's the card called? You know the Invocation Dragon you.
Haste Swing. This is what Haste Swing
yeah.
should have been, honestly.
Yeah.
Look at Haste Swing. You need 4.
Like I wouldn't say that this is like very, very good. I would just say that it's okay to play like as a 1-off or 2-off. Then you just I draw it late game. I can play it now and I get forced.
Honestly, this kind of replaced Ian in some ways.
Not really.
To be honest,
honest
with you, I think this card is like pretty strong.
Honestly, anything that hits face is good.
Yeah, if you read it as 3 cost deal 4, that's kind of broken.
Alright, actually, I've been testing Dragon. I can actually conclude that this card is not really needed.
I mean, it's super optional, honestly. If you want more like pressure, you want more pressure, there's that card, I guess.
Yeah, but it's really just not that needed right now. I mean, like most of the Japanese players are actually using it, so maybe they'll prove something about it. But
No,
in
they
my
found a
opinion, you
way,
don't
I
need it.
guess.
I don't think you need it. It's just there.
I mean, if you want something to hit face,
Yeah,
this is
if
your
you want
baby.
something to face in your dragon deck, which you're already doing anyways with those Baldane Pings, then you have this card.
Honestly, and of course, losing one play point is not a big deal at all.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're already ramping, so most
You're
of the time
already
it's like
ramping.
you're probably at like turn 10 or something. And not turn 10, but like 10 play points, and then like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
thing that the play point of that he eats, right, is already used anyway. It's empty, so it doesn't affect like how much points you have.
Because
all of a
usually when you play this card, it's that you don't play it like at the start of the curve. You play it at the end of.
Yeah.
So like.
Wait,
I think so itself.
if you play it at the start of the curve, do you lose the?
No, you don't. You don't.
You don't.
I don't
So
know.
if you play it on
I never
7,
tried.
like you have 4 left.
No, because when you play this card, right, you will use 3 first, and then the funfair will activate, and it will eat 1.
Oh,
So
okay.
Yeah, so
you
it
lose
doesn't-
the empty one.
You lose the empty one, yes.
Because I was thinking about it because this is a 3 cost, and at 10 mana, there's another 7 cost card that very good with this. Kaya.
This is the one thing that I.
Kudos!
This is the one
Kaya.
that actually appeared in my mind
I mean,
when I
you can play. Honestly, you can play this like turn 10 this and play Kaya,
we play
Three
Kaya and
probably.
we got 10 damage stored. And then
Yeah.
and you got the biting. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
And
very good strong.
I was like thinking if this has if you don't break the play point with this, you have still 7 left. You can if you still have 1 evolve, you can evolve this first to help with the universe. And that's like pretty okay. That's like pretty broken actually.
Yeah, I think this card is really
Super
strong.
strong.
I think it has spots, but I don't think I would play this as 3 because I think it's a bit oddball for me.
That's true. I guess it's like it's very hard to play this on 3.
I mean, if you compare this like Haste Wing, the problem with Haste Wing, the damn Fairfell. Like honestly, remove all the set attack and defense. Yikes!
I think the mana cost
I
also
hated
helps.
that fanfare. I hated that fanfare. Like that's the main reason why no one wants it. The fanfare is.
I mean, come on, we got Elf Pikeman. It hit face.
Basically, being a 4 cost is also doesn't help.
Yeah.
definitely.
It's
I just
very
think
awkward to
card
play.
I mean,
this
it also
edition.
has ambush. But then again, it get killed by Ioni, for example. But I don't think it's a bad card at all.
Ooh, to turn to Iori and then turn 3.
Yeah, I do think this is actually very fittable because it's actually decent card. You can go Ioni, they can go Dark Prison Dragon, do dragon stuff.
You know, if Rune is still meta, turn 2 Iori, turn 3 Dark Prison Dragon is actually a very, very strong play.
Yeah, definitely. I do think so myself.
That's true.
So you're playing Ambush and Dragon now?
Yes, we're playing
Yeah,
Ambush
Ambush
Dragon.
Dragon.
I feel
Ambush
very
Dragon.
happy now.
Instead of having double attack, we have Faldin Swern.
Yeah.
It's just as bad. Ah,
Oh boy.
alright. So I guess we'll move on. It's a very, very short text card compared to the other legendaries we have.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to the Dragon Gold. This is also going to be pretty fast. Rare Metal
Okay, I'm just gonna talk about this like in
Right.
little words.
Dragon. Rare Metal Dragon. It's a 4-cost 3/3 gold dragon follower. Has the tax. Whenever this follower takes damage, reduce that damage to 0 and give this follower -1. This effect activates even when attack or damage for 0. This follower is destroyed when its defense drops below 1.
Alright, I want to talk about this in very quick and very similar things. Okay. It's very similar to Stealth Fast, kinda. It can survive Burden Ritual, sure. What else? It's not good at all. It's so garbage.
It's
Basically, Hawking Dragon New. Why do you have to say it that bad?
Hulking Dragon Newt that reduces its own attack.
Honestly,
Yeah, correct.
Honestly, I only see like one deck made it with this, which is just Aggro Dragon, and
why would
that's
you?
about it.
Why
No.
would Aggro Dragon want this? It's a 4-cost 3/3.
No.
It's so understaffed. The stat is so bad.
Exactly.
The only good use for this is like if your opponent like accelerate. What's the mech called? The 8-cost mech that shoots things,
I'd
or like
rather
play
play
Cassiopeia.
Sheep Rider than this. That's like honestly, this card is just.
Yeah.
I
Take
mean,
two card. Take two card. Take
The
two
only
card.
positive thing, at least, is
No,
survive
is
Burden
it even good
Vigil
as
compared
take
to.
two?
It, at least,
I don't think it's even affordable to take this card in Take 2.
Take two card. Take two card.
It's not good in Take 2.
I
No,
lost.
it has
honestly,
value, it
I
has
went an
value.
open 6 and I
What
lost
the
because of
fuck?
stats. Please.
Doesn't have value. That's
I don't know how
Trying
to feel about
to
this
make
card,
him
man.
usable,
There's only
man.
one card I could see this fit, which is Shout Read Sight Announcer, because you actually word it up. But that's about it.
That's it, right?
I mean,
Wow.
why would you play this? There's so many better options.
Oh my god.
I'd rather. I thought the Still Rebelling one, which is the Revenant's Dragon, is worse. You take the crown, my dude.
Wait, what even is the other dragon?
The one that gives you lightning blast, but if it
Oh,
overflows, it costs
Oh.
one more.
minus one cost.
Yeah. Whoa. I'd rather play that.
You know, it would be nice if the lightning blast is like reverted back.
Oh,
It would be nice.
oh no. Oh no.
No, until it rotates out, baby.
Don't revert it back, no.
This is
how-
definitely not.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
going too long.
This is
We
definitely
should
not
move
the
to the
card
next
that
one.
will.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Round.
I don't see a future for this.
I
and-
don't see
and-
anyone
and-
that uses
and-
this card.
Right. Let's make this a joke as well. But it's called Brown Metal. Why it's not a Machina?
Why is it gold, not rare?
Wow, why is Machina? Why is Dual X Machina not Machina card,
Come
guys?
on, it can be buffed by Byron.
Can't be buffed by fire.
But that's about it. I'm not gonna talk about this card. The card's absolute
Alright.
dumpster fire.
Yeah.
The don'ts.
Let's just move on.
Dumpster fire. Interesting.
All right. Ooh, next card is pretty good. We'll move on to Shadowcraft right now.
Yokoso.
Yokoso.
We start with someone who's returning. It's Arcus.
Hey, you want-
Arcus, Soulful Manager. The new Shadowcraft Legendary follower. It's a 7 cost 6/6 with oh my god, we're back to the long text.
Thanks, baby.
Crystallize 3, countdown 10, can't be destroyed or banished by spells and effects, can be destroyed by countdown. Whenever an allied follower evolves, summon a ghost and subtract 2 from this amulet's countdown. Last word, summon an Arcus Soulful Manager. The Arcus Soulful Manager's effect is it can't be destroyed or banished by spells and effects, can be destroyed by damage from spells and effects, and at the end of your turn, change this follower's attack and defense to X. X equals your current turn number.
Okay, guys. I gotta be honest. Who tested this card?
I know.
I tried.
I tried it as well, honestly. If I got some words, this card is so weird.
It's just the turn 5 Lara combo.
Yeah,
It's
I think
not just that. It's mostly for that. But honestly, I tried to play it like with the Lara engine on a yokai.
Have you tried it? Like tried the crystallize effect?
Yes, I tried the crystallization effect on curve. It's fine. I mean, sure, we got legendary skeleton that makes it cheap.
You know what this is? This is basically all.
Shadow doesn't have good enough like evolve effect. I think.
Yeah, definitely. And not just that, the crystallize is just Soul Rider.
It's quite fair, I think.
I feel like
I
people.
think this card is very fair.
I mean, it's fine. I don't think the card is like.
No, it's fair because it has the effect that changes the attack and defense.
But
thing.
honestly, there's so much ways to pull him off and
Let's-
cheat. Honestly, we got Spectre
they-
Kasage, which is a very bad card right now because only it used to play Hades, but not anymore. There is Glutinous Empress, which is rotating out next set. I mean, sure, but you have to build a deck around it, which is not good enough. I'd rather not. And
To be honest though, if you can get this card out, it's actually really really good.
Yeah, I don't think the curve. I think stat-wise, it's pretty good as value. But then again, always reminder: this is kind of similar to Aegis because every turn it changes the stats each turn. So instead of making boost stats, this is just change stats, which is I think that's the positive thing I will say about it.
Yeah.
And And also, this is a bad evolve target because it doesn't do anything.
No, it's actually a pretty okay evolve target because it basically heals himself.
I mean, it's an 8/8. It clears an 8/8, but
Yeah,
it
you
changes back.
hit something, and then like if you for example hit something with 6 attack, it goes back to up to.
And
Like,
I also think it's
your
okay
turn.
to have the it's immune to not just destroy but banish, which is surprising.
Yeah, but it's not immune to transformation.
Well, you just play Bucks of Puppets. Yeah, well, too bad.
Set the portal player. Okay. The thing about this card is that if I feel like if they try to make supports out of this, like give Shadow easy cheap way to a free evolve, it's gonna get really broken. Like the crystallize might be getting really broken.
Yeah, that's true.
Countdown
Like, if they-
10 is a little bit okay side, but then again, Shadow doesn't have much evolve
I
targets.
feel like if they can consistently get 2 evolve in one turn.
Yeah, I do think so. I think this is a
If
better
they
card
become-
as going second.
If they become the current evolve sword, like if Shadow becomes the current evolve sword, like
This
with
is-
all of those evolve, this card is gonna go broken.
I mean, we got Aisha.
You're just praying at turn 3. They never play this. Like they play this on turn 3. Therefore, they evolve twice. That's 2 goes.
What we got?
Minus
That's the
4.
question. We got Kawaii, we got Aisha. What else?
No, right now it's very bad. Like it's very bad.
Yeah,
right
I
now,
don't think so.
if they win-
I tried
Knowing-
the yokai, but it's just not good enough for me.
knowing
Knowing
side games, they might actually just port this to Oblivion.
because
and it will become
Arceus is
broken.
just a beautiful. Arceus is such lovable.
I don't know. I tried this with Hades.
Nyan,
You
Yeah.
played 1 in Hades.
Because I didn't want to craft, but like...
I mean,
because
I have a
since-
temporary card. I can slide in one. Why not?
I mean... No, it's not temporary. I opened one.
You make a temporary play too.
yeah, but okay. No, listen to me. Because since you are going to, like, for example, like, cause the power play for this card is like turn 5, possession to Bureau Arcus and then Lara into a free Arcus. That is like your power play. So like in my head, it's like since I'm going to Bureau anyway, right? Then I will might as well do the stupid Bureau Hades thing. You get what I mean?
Yeah. And then you put Aisha in the deck for some reason.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you could win, but like the whole deck is in itself just playing with yourself. Because like what you're supposed to do, you're just going to draw cards until you get your combo pieces and then you dump it out. But sometimes you can't
definitely.
get your combo pieces fast enough, and that is where you lose.
Oh, that's true.
So like I would say that like if they can somehow make that whole thing much more consistent, then this will be a okay deck.
Yeah, I do think so. Still, this could help in future supports, but I don't think I see this card at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment,
Yeah.
definitely not.
At the moment, it's not that strong.
I still feel like they would make a lot of support for Evolve Shadow. Like that's a possibility, and it's
Yep.
going to be.
I just
pretty
think
soon
they will
in the
just
future.
boost Bureau, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
I think that is what they will be boosting because like you see they give the possession to Yokai Shadow, but it's just a 1-cost Bureau, right? And that's really strong. 1-cost Bureau, right? Draw 1 card. It cycles, it draws, it Bureau rights for you. And then so
Yeah,
like in the
that's-
future, and then this is a 7-cost, and then you have the stupid 7-cost amulet.
That's my name.
Yeah, the amulet that revives the 7-cost and then give it Storm. And giving Arcus Storm is actually not bad. Because he can just trade and then he technically
Heals.
quote unquote heals back. Yeah.
And they have to answer your Arcus.
Yeah.
It's like really, really hard.
Yo, Koso.
Alright, let's move on now. The next card is a Shadowcraft Gold Follower, Grudge Knight. It's a 2-cost 2/2 with the effect Fanfare, enhance 7, gains +C/+D, and Ward. Destroy an enemy follower. Last word. Restore X defense to your leader. X equals to this follower's attack. Has the same effect on Evolve. The same last word effect.
Can you hear it? That's Happy Pick. Oink
Yeah.
oink.
Yeah, it's happy.
Yeah.
Oversized happy. Oversized
I
happy.
mean,
face.
I like how like it's good because like it sustains.
Yeah.
Like last time, Happy Pig was good, even though it heals 1 only, but it's still widely used. and like this has an enhance, which could be a good and a bad thing.
I mean, destroy enemy follower. That's a
Yeah,
pretty
correct.
old-
Like you ward up, so it's
up.
good because like you're dying. So what you do? You play this on 7. You get a 5/5 ward. You destroy enemy follower. If the 5/5 ward gets destroyed, you heal 5, which is
Hey.
good.
You know what? You know what this deck loves? This card loves Hades, baby. Hades will drink this like it's nothing.
I'll be
You just walk
honest.
through.
This card screams take 2 cards so much for me.
Yeah, it's take 2 cards.
No,
It's
this is take 2 card like it's
It's-
nothing.
It's obviously a
There's
take 2 card, but like
It's a take two
it
card.
could be a tech. It could be a tech. That's all I'm saying.
I could see this card also in Yokai, but then again, we got Sora. I'd rather just play Sora,
We
honestly.
got way too many 2 costs
Well,
for like good 2
thing
cost
is
for
about-
for Shadow.
Thing is
For the
about,
longest time.
like in the yokai shadow is that sometimes that you think that you want maybe another 2/2, you can actually just add this as like a survival. What is it called? Like survival ability.
Extra heals against burn.
Extra heals. Why not?
It
What
just
if you
depends
just
on the
play?
meta though.
What if you just play this in Natura Shadow?
I mean, you can.
Wait, you mean Everlasting Drinks, I think?
Wait, what?
The one that buries rights and heal 1? I forgot
What?
the name. I forgot the name exactly. But
I also
yeah, I think
forgot. I also forgot.
Isn't that like a high cost card?
I also
let's see.
forgot.
let's just say
Oh, the Ever
the
Dark
Future-
Streaks.
The Dark Streak, the owl.
Oh,
Isn't
that-
that-
yeah,
Is that
Everlasting
out
Drink.
already?
Because it
Owl.
searches you under Shadowcraft Follower and also heals. It's very
Heals.
It's like all those cards.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just like for Natura Shadow if Natura Shadow is still alive.
Yeah.
I mean, it heals.
It's also
It's
discounted.
good.
Like-
Yeah, it's a good
Also-
card to
it's
play Natura
also-
Shadow, I guess.
It's also notable to mention that it has last word, so
Yeah.
Natura Shadow.
That's why it's just like a Natura Shadow thing, I think.
yeah, Natural Shadow.
Imagine Natura
But
Shadow
let's
into
talk about the
2020.
problem natural, and this is why Natural Shadow is not seen play. Number 1, because you're not trusting the doggy.
It's too fair.
It's
not-
too
It
fair.
used to be
it's fair.
not fair, but we lost.
No,
I
service.
can't imagine like have only one expansion pass and I said that what's her name? The 5 cost legendary. I forgot her name.
Lubel.
Yeah,
Lubel?
Lubel. I can't believe I'm saying Lubel is fair.
Oh no, Lubel's
Oh.
fair.
Lubel can't clear shits right now.
One pack ago, it's like, oh, no, this is
Lubel
too
is
fair.
so broken 1 pack ago. Now, hey, Lubel is so fair.
We lost the doggos.
so shit.
We lost the 2 doggos. What should I do?
He can't clear Lesia plus Steadfast. So dumb. I guess he can, but you have to evolve.
Yeah, that's the big problem about it.
Can't clear Cool on turn 6. Oh my god.
It's too fair.
It's fine. I think
Wait.
it will see a path in some future metas or whatever Shadow gets.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if they
I do think this will, if Sora rotates out, which is the next 6 months. I mean, this is the card.
maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
I think this will be C play if we have a burn meta, but we haven't.
Yeah.
We don't really have that much of a burn meta.
I say
or
this on
an aggro
Hades
meta.
and Natural Shadow. That is it. I have nothing to say.
This in Hades is actually really good. Like,
Yeah.
you tend to get early damage because you want to set up.
And
the
not
core,
just
right?
that, it's pretty good for Control as well.
Yeah, because you want to set up core on 3 and you can kind of tank damage. If you
Mhm.
evolve this, it's for heal.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very
You
good.
get so much damage.
Mm-hmm. That is
with-
true.
With
Yeah.
his own card, so like, I think overall it's just really, really good.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
Solid card, but too many 2 costs in Shadow right now.
Yeah,
Wait,
too many.
wait.
This is like one of those way past expansions. Forest
Yeah.
Scrap has so many good 2-drops, but there's so many 2-drops.
Yeah. Now like 2-drop forest craft. What?
What is that?
What is that?
We got
You mean
plenty.
1 cost? You mean 1 cost? Okay. Alright, let's move on to Blood now. Depending on how you see it, the biggest disappointment or the best thing that ever happened to Blood in this
I
expansion?
actually enjoy playing Blood.
Honestly, this is probably one of the most exciting supports. Honestly, Blood sucks.
No.
Let's-
Yeah.
let's-
I will
Yeah.
say it right now. I actually enjoy playing Blood. in this.
No, I do think Blood is pretty damn fun right now.
Blood
it's
is
fun.
very fun, but I don't
Alright.
see it being very, very broken.
All right,
Like,
let's
definitely.
talk about the card, the very fun card.
Yeah.
Permafrost Behemoth. I almost mispronounced that. It's a new Bloodcraft Legendary follower. 9 cost 8/8 with effect. Crystallize 2. There's so much Crystallize in this Mini-Expansion. Crystallize 2, countdown to Fanfare, draw 2 cards, and last word, deal 2 damage to your leader. Basically, the 2 cost Sapphire, I think, from Alexandrite Demon. Yeah, that amulet. And Fanfare, deal 5 damage to the enemy leader and a random enemy follower. If your leader has taken during your turn at least 7 times this match, deal 10 damage instead.
Alright, guys, say it with me. Balance Dark Feastbat.
Yes.
They actually made it. They reprinted Dark Feastbat and mixed it balance.
I mean,
can't believe it.
Yeah, it's a good
it's
card.
Dark Feastbat, but it's actually big.
No, thing is
It
that
doesn't scales infinitely, which
the
is
thing about
stupid.
these cards is that like the Crystallize is also good for like cycling.
It's a
that-
good-
I mean, it's
Wait,
Sapphire. That's all I had to say.
It's Sapphire.
Sapphire.
and
No, it's a better Sapphire because you
Yeah,
don't
yes,
need
you don't
to
need to
play
play the
Sapphire.
Tuan.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah,
You
to
don't
play
play
Alexandrite.
Alex right.
You don't have to play Alexandrite Demon.
Correct.
and also like the card itself is really really good because like the 10 damage burst actually is easy to set up if you play like the non-natural stuff like just play like the normal
The self being, right? Yeah.
because there are people that actually play the natural version. He's like,
Yeah.
Yo, I feel like the deck's too slow. I mean, like that's like how it is. Like the first time for me when I play Beam It, I think the deck's just too slow. I think the deck can be faster. And then once I start cutting out the natural cards, it actually works.
I want to
So, like-
compare this deck so far. I really like this deck. I think this makes at least Blood actually a lot more playable than expected right now. But
Going back to the Sapphire point, right? Because this is a 2 cost draw 2, you basically don't need to play Blood back. The biggest problem I see Blood have is that they don't have deck slots. They usually try to jam everything good into their decks and like, now I don't have any more deck slots. But this doesn't take that much deck slot because this is your draw card and your finisher in one deck slot, which is
definitely.
Which is good. Yeah.
very very important for Blood right now. Blood I feel like has the problem like they have so many good cards. But they also need cards that basically helps their synergy, right? If you're playing Natura, you need to put in the Natura cards, but you also want to put in the good cards like the Unleash or Ilya, but you don't have the slot because you're using all the slot for the support card, the Natura or Self Being, and like they have the biggest deck slots problem, and this kind of fixes that because it's a card draw.
Definitely. I do think the card is pretty good, actually. Very good support, and it makes at least Blood like in the spotlight a little bit. But if we want to compare decks we got so far, that heals a lot. It's hard to burst. It's hard to burst nowadays. Really.
It's hard to burst though with the Behemoth sometimes.
I mean, we got
Especially-
Lydia, sure. We got Crazy Claw, sure.
Yeah.
What else?
Especially if you're playing against Sword, that like the Ariat and stuff like that. It's just Ariat just negates Behemoth. So like, if you wanna try and just risk it, like go for the self-ping and stuff like that, and then suddenly your HP is low. Well, I mean, like you have so much healing in the deck, anyways. But maybe, for example, like in some situations your HP is low, and then you just got caught off guard by their storm. That's like the main issue for Blood right now. Surviving the early game. It's not like the late game. The late game parts are already strong.
It's
definitely
Blood.
tricky.
I mean, we got Bear Pelt. What else we got? I think they have pretty good early games.
No,
I
but
think,
like
surviving early game burst, that's what go in.
yeah.
If you're not careful, if you're not careful.
Yeah.
But I think that's like more on the skills of the player. It's definitely kind of tricky. I faced several like pretty good bot players, and they if you're good with the stack, you can really like slide on the edge and just go for like take damage, but still have enough healings for next turn. Like you just burst the heal at the correct time. One thing that I want to ask, Laura, yes or no?
Lara?
No.
Lara?
Lara or
I mean,
wait,
no.
Laura.
Laura.
I
mean,
feel like you have better
No.
evolve targets.
I mean,
No,
if you play Borpelp, I guess.
no.
Yeah,
it's
I mean the
still
Borplet. It's
Laura.
Borplet Laura. Because it does solve the burst problem. It basically makes it an 18 damage.
No,
Burst.
the thing is
Safe.
about Laura is that you're supposed to open defenses. And how do you open defenses? You're
Yeah, you
supposed
have
to
Borplet.
load them.
You want to play Borpelt turn. Like,
Yeah, you
want to
don't
have the
want you if you want to do that, you have to use board belt. That means you're wasting so much like dex for it, and the combo piece is kind of hard to get.
I don't
Besides,
think it's very worth it though.
besides,
Depending on the meta.
I don't think it's worth it because the one card that actually makes the deck really nice, really good. In my opinion, is not really the behemoth. It's the cougar pelt because
Yeah.
like there's
Like,
so
Cougar
much
is OP.
from that one card.
no.
Cougar is OP.
Cougar. Yikes.
The self damage
Uh,
package is like actually very good from
Yes.
this expansion.
Yeah,
I think it has potential.
it
I
has.
don't think so. Yeah, overall, it's good. I think it's a step right direction for Bloodcraft, but with heals like Control Forest and Sword, it's a lot harder.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Suck
see
on with-
next expansion.
Yeah,
Wow,
we
definitely.
have to see like if there's more
I
support.
think we're getting more pin support. I have high
Actually-
hopes for it.
I have high hopes. Yeah.
It might be a legit deck for tournament format. 3 decks
Yeah.
on one. Depends on what you ban. They're very exciting. Definitely a viable deck right now. Even
Yeah,
for
definitely.
tournament. Just play this when Sword is not seeing play. And
100%.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
play this when a lot of people are playing Kuan.
Play this when there's no more healing in the ladder.
I don't think this is actually not bad against Spellboost because
Oh,
if you
yeah.
don't know, Spellboost doesn't have 0 heals.
Yeah,
Spellboost
Spellboost
has
has
no
zero heals.
zero. Spellboost doesn't have any heal, and we
That's
easily
right.
like Quan. Ha! That's funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to burst overall on
Yeah.
Kuon, honestly.
The thing is, while you're clearing the board, you can actually heal thanks to Sanguine Core.
Now I have to
And
say, Blood
Blood-
has so much healing board, especially with aggro game now.
Blood has like probably one of the better times on dealing with Kuan.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
it gets
definitely.
better with the next card. Hey.
Oh, man.
Sensei!
So we have finally
yes.
gets the second UB, which why right now? Why not during the expansion release? What is wrong with these people? So EO enchanting educator, enhancing educator. What? It's a 2-cost 2/2 gold Bloodcraft follower with the effect drain. Fanfare, Union Burst 10, select 2 enemy followers, deal X damage to the first enemy follower, and Y damage to the second follower. X equals to the attack of the second follower, and Y equals base.
effects.
Yeah, stealing portal attack. Basically, it makes the 2 followers hit each other.
I mean, it's very similar to the Portal one, but instead it only targets enemies than, each field.
Mm.
Yeah.
On Evolve, it's 3/3 with
Wait,
the
no,
effect.
the
Evolve
portal one
effect.
can target 2 enemies.
The effect deal 2 damage to all enemies.
Block kill, block kill, block kill.
With Drain.
We
With
trade.
drain. Yeah, with drain.
Drain.
Wow.
For
Wow.
2 costs. For 2 mana, so you can use your other 2 mana for something else.
Yes, I
For
do think the
example,
Union
Mizuki.
Burst is so good. I think the Union Burst is pretty good.
So good to counter Quan. You know why? Union Burst, you target the Quan, and then you target the Ward, and then both things hit each other, and then you evolve it, and then hit maybe like one of the.
At least
If
you can
you-
kill
if you
almost
want
every ball,
to heal
and
to,
actually, and not just that, you can kill the steal.
Yeah. There's so many things to like utilize this card with, and against Quan, their board basically just looks like chumps.
And
Yeah,
it
definitely.
only costs 2 mana.
Yeah, it only costs 2 mana. Counter Quan.
Amazing.
You
It's
still
like
have
saying, hey, you
extra
only cost 2
mana.
mana and does this.
extra mana for it. It's so good.
Whoa!
This card is the MVP. I think this card is the MVP.
No, I think this is what Blood
This is
Blood
what
needed.
Blood needed
Holy-
to counter Quan.
I mean, this is a weird thing to see Blood, but I don't mind.
This is what Blood needed, period, because they don't have any AoE. They
Oh
don't-
yeah,
they
that's
actually
one
don't.
thing as well.
I mean,
Aragami
we got
is the only
Agrobane.
AoE,
We got Agrobane. What else?
Yeah, Agrobane On 8. Wow.
Exactly.
The thing is about
Question mark? Question mark?
card, some play this on tempo, and then if someone does not trade it, and then you're into your evolve, you can actually punish them by evolving this easily.
Because you know the problem that I said about Dirt Rune earlier about they don't have any way to clear like small tokens. Like Blood also have the same problem, and now they get.
They can, yeah.
No, they can. No. So
Huh.
side games.
What's
Where's my Dirt Rune board clear?
Oh my god, is this
What the hell, side games?
wait. We got more clear. You know what it is? It's
Oh no.
Prism sorcery.
Prism sorcery.
Prism sorcery.
That's not a legit AoE.
I mean, it's 3 damage to AoE and gives you a Crimson Sorcery. What else do you want to get say?
God damn it.
It's pretty cool though that high cost AoE spell just never works in Shadowverse.
Yeah.
Except Themis. Except when your name is Themis.
Yeah. No.
No, because Themis kills anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Yeah.
What the
The damage AoE, like I don't think there's anything that works.
Revelations is good.
Revelation is from Revelation
Oh, of
basically
course.
does everything.
4 cost.
Four cost A damage.
Revelation, IMBU.
It even kills Kaiser.
Yeah. It only
Game
it only doesn't kill Bahamut.
13. Balance cut.
Even post nerf Bahamut doesn't kill.
Yeah.
It's 9/9. Well, that's EO. Very solid card.
Okay.
Eel.
Anything else?
Eh.
It's just good.
It's really
Yeah,
good. That's
It's just solid.
You know what else is solid right now?
Oh god.
Hey, you
What?
wanna know what's solid? Oh yeah, the Red Metal Dragon.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Alright. What else do we have left? We have
Goddess West Wind.
Let's
Or
go
Sephira. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
I even craft legendary follower. Goddess of the West Wind. It's a 6 cost 3/3. With the effect, Funfair randomly put 2 different Heaven Craft followers with an original attack of 2 or less from your
Unlimited.
deck into play.
Unlimited.
Alright guys,
Unlimited
you know who's the only tested this card? Me, because
Go
I
on.
pulled 3 of them in packs for some reason. So yeah, you know why I tested this? Ward Haven. When it targets Holy Lancer, Gnome, Doggo.
Haven is so
that's it.
sad. Haven is really sad. This mini expansion is just Haven beating.
I mean, this is if not one of the weirdest cards. I could see this in the future supports. I mean, sure, you
Yeah.
can cheat on Holy Lancer. Damn, that's good. You can.
This is one of the cards that they either support it like in the next expansion or anytime like before this card rotates out and suddenly it becomes it's suddenly so broken, or it just dies out and
I mean,
everybody
look at
forgets
Destiny
about
Wind Knight.
it.
It just you just needed to wait one expansion to make him broken. This could happen the same thing.
This could be the same thing. That's usually how side games does it. But right now,
Nah.
the
No.
problem is you have to build a deck around it, which is not easy.
you know, I feel like Shira would probably say this, but it's probably like you can maybe build a deck around this with
do
if you
like-
have enough bullets, so you don't play that much follower.
Honestly, if we're gonna talk this card, it's okay in rotation because you can get like Holy Lancer, sure, but in Unlimited, there's Summit Temple that take this card like nothing.
Summit Temple.
Summit Temple. Oh, that's a name that I haven't heard
Yeah.
in quite a long time.
No,
Like,
yeah,
there's Holy
it-
Lancer, there's the other one I
Cleric.
forgot.
the 1/6 cleric thing.
Yeah, definitely. There's so much about it, but that's about it. The
Yeah, it's
card is
unlimited
just-
Unlimited card.
I mean, would I rather play this than...
Well, at least it's
On
very
True
short
God?
in text,
Nah,
so I don't need to talk
Alright
about.
guys, do I
Yeah.
rather play this on True God? Absolutely. On True God is trash.
Yeah,
No.
I know. I'm true.
I mean, I would just use this and summon like Zealot.
I mean, that's about it.
Yeah,
It's just-
Zealot,
this card
Zealot
just-
of Silence, right? You know, Zealot of whatever the thing is called. Repose.
Definitely. I think this card's just fine.
Yeah,
I
it's
take it.
Shit. Alright. Can move on.
Alright, let's talk
Shira thinks
about
it's shit.
probably the
Yeah.
most meme. Like every expansion, we need a meme.
Meme is good. Name is good. Not shit card is not. Name is good. Okay.
Yeah,
The new Ravencraft Gold spell. Manifest Devotion. It's a 5-cost spell with a very short text. Select an allied amulet and summon 4 copies of that amulet. A very meme card, and
Huge.
Alright, I'm gonna say this right now. This card is super mediocre, but it's so damn fun.
It's so stupid, man. I swear.
But like, it's better to have cards like this that it's very memey, but rather than the previous card.
Actually,
That's
there's only one deck in rotation that likes to play this, and that is actually Natural Haven, because actually you can copy Feather Sanctuary.
No. You copy your natural grade 3.
You can copy as well, Meow. You can also
the craziest way to concede. The craziest way to concede. Copy natural 3.
Yeah, dude.
Also, joke aside, really, you can also copy like Sneak Attack as well. Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Sneak attack sounds good.
Imagine if this is a Runecraft card instead.
Oh,
You copy 5 Witch Corians without my Golem.
No, I will play it in unlimited and play with our Orichalcum. For 6.
But you have to beware of when you play this. Beware.
Yeah. Very meme card. Some of the memes that you can do with this is definitely the Temple meme from
Reddit.
You like Temple Lion,
Holy Lion
turn
Temple?
6, play 30 crystal. Turn 1 the Temple to Fallen Angel, trade Fallen Angel.
Mm-hmm. In
If
rotation, there's
I remember,
Sanctuary?
Fallen Angel, then Crystal, and then to trade the Fallen Angel, then play Path.
You play Fallen as in like you Fallen Angel, and then you trade the Fallen Angel.
Alright, if you guys want the context of like how this combo really works, there's a lot of clips going on around the community of Shadowverse, especially shout out to Behind the Card, because he makes like compilation videos of clips that happen during. There's actually clips of the combo for Manifest Devotion in Unlimited, playing out the Holy Lion Crystal to actually get the PTP. So, yeah. It's easy to check it out, because like, if we explain it, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah,
but if you see it in action, it's much easier to understand.
Yep.
Right. There's also other stuff you can do with this, but let's move on then. To Portal Craft.
Oh boy, I have so much to talk about this.
The one reason why Nya is still here.
Yeah, I know, right?
New Portal Craft Legendary. Vertex Colony. It's a 9-cost 5/7 with the Crystallize effect. Crystallize 2, countdown 2. At the end of your turn, randomly put a Guardian Golem or Strike Form Golem into your hand. Each of these followers can be added to your hand only once with this effect. Ward, Funfair, deal X damage to all enemies. X equal to the number of allied artifact cards with different names destroyed this match. So how is it, Nya, after testing?
Okay, so the accelerate is pretty decent, because you guarantee the strike.
I mean,
Crystallize.
I'm gonna be honest.
Crystallize.
I think the Guardian
Crystallize.
form and the Strike Form is probably the worst artifacts, because
What?
the enchant.
It's
because of the enchant. Alright.
It's the worst. It's the worst artifact if you put it on the deck.
I'd rather play
Robo
Robomeme.
Best artifact if you get it to your hand.
You know what I do is that I play this on curve, like crystallized curve, and I have augmentation Bestower in my deck, just for turn 4. So I will play Bestower, then I will play the 2 artifacts out, and then I get 2 draws, and then I have 1 cost left to do
You have
Mirage or whatever.
2 mana left.
No, I have 1 mana left. 1 mana
No,
left.
it's
One mana,
right?
It's 1 mana.
Because
One mana.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
spend one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 1 mana.
Play one.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna
I
talk
can't
about
count.
this card. This card should have been good if they removed that dingy little text that is there.
Which
With
one?
different artifacts.
Equals the number of allied artifact. With
No, I like different artifacts.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait,
I don't
there's,
like it.
there's like one problem that I don't like this card, and pretty much where's Mechanization, which is pretty much the best card for artifacts. Mechanization.
yeah. It's gone.
Where's Mechanization? We need the boy.
Rotated.
I think for for this art set specifically, I think rather than mechanization, I would love to see them recruit Spinaria
I mean,
Oh yeah.
in some way, because
what we got?
that's one of the ways where you can get unique artifact. Basically, I want them to print a new legendary that makes unique artifact. That will help so much.
I do think that
much.
Absolute Monastery was a good step direction for Portalcraft, but
Yeah, I think it's a better
interesting.
combo one turn kill that they're having for like the. But it just doesn't have enough artifact comps for it to be competitive.
If it was at least 5, I think it's pretty good. But
I think if you can get 3 consistently on 4, that would be great. That's
On
why I feel
4?
like if they can on 4 or 5.
On 4 is very hard.
Yeah, right now it's very hard. That's why I
It's
feel
very,
like
very hard.
they need Spinaria or someone that can make artifact with
Yeah,
unique.
I mean, we need
Unfair.
something that helps the artifacts. So maybe we'll be getting more artifact support on the next set. But the problem is,
just don't give them anything that like the 2/2, the 2/2 that puts 3. Like, don't give them any more cards that put artifacts into the deck.
Yeah.
and also
they need
we're
something
just
that-
in case you don't know, this Spacer Bout is rotating out next. Not this set. Next set.
Yeah.
Two sets later.
I think that's like the best thing that could happen to artifact displacer ball.
I mean, okay, so right
And not
now,
just that, it also
right?
got buffed, which makes it nuts.
Right now, you can do the Modesty build without putting artifacts in the deck, but you can only do 4 damage, which is like just using the Grappler and
Pre-evolve,
the
please,
Vertex.
yes.
Yeah, so like most of the time you won't evolve Modesty on 4, you will do it on 7. So yeah, so most of the time you just control, and then like you have Grappler active. Hopefully you have Grappler active. So maybe like turn 6 just do that and then you pass. And then like earlier turn you summon the Strike Form and the Guard Form. And then so on turn 7 you get the free evolve from Modesty, you trade, and then you do 4 damage. So,
you know what I think artifact needs right now? They need some mid range form of like something like what's her name? What's the 5/4/4 legendary?
5/4/4 legend.
Zwei. Something like Zwei, but for
Zwei.
artifact. Yeah,
Yes,
Zwei,
yes,
but
yes,
for
yes.
artifact.
Please
Something
give something
like
like Zwei for artifact. You know what would be
Really?
nice if like for example, let's just say you play that, you evolve and then you get like, let's just say some artifacts, so like 2 analyzing or like okay, let's not talk about analyzing. 2 Spinaria artifacts or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be
like,
very good.
Yeah, that would be very nice. And then
Their mid game is kind of shit right now.
now artifacts is too slow. It's too slow because you have to put in a deck, then you have to draw the card out.
I mean,
everything is too slow.
Also, this is Meisha's last month.
Yeah, that's definitely
correct. This Meisha's last month.
I feel like they've been holding back on Portal so much because of Meisha, and they probably will do something now that Meisha's cleaning out.
Honestly, they want to make like Portal like a super mid-range deck because I mean, Swice is a very good tempo card. Orcus is.
Alright.
I'm not gonna hurt Jan's.
It's a weird. It's a good ward, but it's a bad finisher. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
it's kind of a bad finisher.
Alright.
But we'll see if they have something new for us. Artifact like a new archetype.
My only complaint is that Vertex is too expensive.
Yeah.
Should be.
We gotta move on.
Yeah.
Alright.
For now, let's move on to.
We got 2 more cards. Yes.
A mess.
The better card. The better card.
Alright. Before we actually move on, in about 6 more minutes, there's going to be a ManaSurge Cup. So if you are,
please check in.
Please check in.
Please check in. You want sleeve? You want emblem?
Hopefully, we'll be done before that starts.
Cool emblems.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it as well.
Yeah.
Alright, so the next card, the 2 last card, MF Dream Emissary. It's a 2-cost 2/2 Portal Craft Gold follower with the effect Find Fair, give another allied follower ward, then if it's evolved, give it +1/+1, draw a card, and recover 1 play point. This card is busted.
Holy shit! It's turn 5. It's turn 5 Karula with this. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
This card is good and has a lot of value.
I mean, it's so easy to carve this card, and it's actually very good for the floor.
But it's in Portal Craft.
You need.
I mean, I don't mind this on Portal Craft. It fits the theme.
No, I think it's a good card.
You need Evo!
I mean, just play Karula, easy peasy.
Karula, dude.
You can only play 3 Karula in your deck.
No. I can play 6
No,
if I
it's
want
bad
to.
because as Porter now, right? You can't just evolve anytime you want. You always have to have one Evo left.
Okay,
Because
so let's go. Let's just say
most
let's
of
go
the
Karula.
OTK
What else?
Yeah, most of the time the things you evolve because like you don't want to play Shiva on 6 and do nothing. So most of the time you're evolving Shiva or you're evolving Karula or the 2-drop Go, which you will recover play point to proc your combo.
Oh my god, it's a turn 5/7/7.
Yes. Those are like the only good things you should evolve. Unless you play Hamlin, then maybe evolving Hamlin is good. But like other than that, you shouldn't evolve anything else unless it's for a finisher. So things like Maisha.
Hey, we can copy and make it good.
The crazy thing is, like, Portal is the class with the least free evolve in the deck.
Exactly, and it gives something like that, which you can't use it always for a deck that you can't evolve always. So things that you want to evolve on, most of Portal finishers requires an evolution.
Even Ragnarok.
Yeah, Maisha evolves an evolution. Kaiser somewhat requires an evolution.
Yeah.
Shin and Vesha requires an evolution.
Okay.
Almost everything needs an evolution, so you can't just use evolve. That's the only drawback. But other than that, it's a very, very good card.
Yeah, definitely. That's it. We don't have much time here, really.
No, you have anything else?
So we gotta go and
Yeah, because we have one more card.
Yeah, the last card.
It's the main character.
It's the most busted card. And
it's the most busted card
expansion.
that I can say from the.
Hey, this is like Burden Conflict overall. We're just seeing the neutral card. And whoop.
Neutral Gold Princess Knight 3-cost 3/2.
Yuki.
With attacks, fanfare, randomly put a follower with fanfare, excluding Princess Knight from your deck into your hand, and evolve, recover 1 play point, subtract 2 from the union burst of all follower within union burst in your hand.
Alright.
It's so good.
Alright,
Let me
let's
tell
make it
you
simple.
something about this
Besides
card.
blood, it's okay. But everything else.
Let me tell you something about
holy
this card.
shit. Oh wait, no, Portal's bad too.
I'll tell you.
That's unusable
Play-
portal. What the hell?
The thing is, like, if you play Shizuru on 4, you get a 5/7 ward, and then next turn you play Princess Knight, and you already have Pecorin in your hand when you play the Shizuru on 4, and then you evolve. You know what happens next if you evolve the Princess Knight? The Pecorin's UB.
Turn 5 Pekko.
Turn 5 Pecorin UB.
So, not talking about any high roll situation, I think this card solves UB so much because
Yes.
the problem with UB is
Yeah,
that
definitely.
if you draw it late, it's kind of shit.
Yes.
Like, you
You
have
need
it
it
active
early.
on 9 or 8,
Mhm.
and that's kind of shit. And maybe if you're sword, you get it early. But if you're not sword, if you're other class, like if you're playing
Look.
natural dragon, or you're playing I guess yokai, yeah, you draw it late, they will never UB. This
I
card
also-
solves it.
I also
This
think
card,
that
like,
Princess
solves
Knight is pretty universal, especially class that doesn't have universe. I'm talking to you,
Because-
Portal.
I know, right?
with just this one evolve, you get universe on 7, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah,
Because
that's
on
really
8,
good.
getting
Yeah.
it on 8 is pretty okay. Even if you draw it late, like creating it on 8 is already really good. On
Honestly,
9, you're
it's-
basically just one turn away. But on 7 is so good. 7
Yeah,
is like the
definitely.
best.
I think like all the universe, like Forest. I mean, sure, it's fine. Koko's pretty good. Reno's
Dragon
it's fine.
gets
Dragon.
is so bad.
Dragon. Oh
It's so
god,
good.
you can cheat
Inori.
Inori that early.
Inori and Kaya got so much better with this card.
Yes, I do agree.
Inori is actually a reliable board clear now.
The only card that doesn't
It's
play
not
this much is.
sometimes a board clear if you draw it early, but if you draw it early, you want to play her as a 2-cost.
And
2/2
also,
Agnes.
I'm just gonna make this simple. There's a deck that Rookcraft uses is Kawi.
Yes,
Kawi,
yes.
bro. It's realized
Stop
that
Kawis.
it's Princess Knight.
Carol.
It's Kiamu. It's Kiamu.
Carol.
Carol is.
The English is Carol.
I said Kawi. I was like, what the fuck? That's Shadowcraft.
I think
It's
this card-
Kiamu. I'm just gonna call Kiamu. I'm just gonna call Kiamu.
Don't talk about
So-
that.
No, I mean, yeah. So decks like Turbo, Kyaru came into
Yeah.
existence because of this card because you can tutor
Yeah.
your funfair.
Oh boy, this is
So
established
if you are feeling
established
kinky, you can put this in like whatever deck without funfair, just one card, just to tutor. So cards like Kaiser inside, but then that means you can play your Karula, which is fucking trash. So yeah, it has a good effect that helps Porter, but it uses a mechanic that Porter doesn't have. So let me.
This card basically makes all UV better. Like
Yeah,
I don't know what
supports
class.
a lot of decks.
I don't know what class that doesn't actually use UV other than Portal.
Alright.
I can finally say Kyo's face.
Wait, what? Alright, so that's gonna be it for this expansion.
Alright.
We're kind of running low on time.
Alright.
Anything you guys want to plug in? Twitter,
Alright.
anything? Twitter, Twitch.
Right, for the boys.
Alright, Alfie, you start. Alfie, you start.
Okay,
Twitter
for
handle.
shoutouts, I got lots of people.
No, just your Twitter
Sif,
handle.
which is... what?
Just your Twitter handle. I'm not asking for shout out.
I'm gonna be.
I mean, you can do shout out, but make it fast.
Let's make it the verdict. Ko is still good. Yokai is still good. Control 4 is still good. There's nothing changed.
No, there's just more decks.
Just more decks.
Just more decks, which is
Ah,
good or bad
There's more
depending.
decks more viable. But then again, we still got Koon, which is still damn strong. It's so easy to cheat. Yokai is still good. There's nothing much change besides like Princess Knight, I guess. And everything else is just fine overall. I think there's a lot more viable, lots of classes. Besides Portal, it's good.
Alright, let's wrap it up. Like, plug in your Twitter.
Nice.
Alright, I'll start. You can follow me at Kyo_SV on Twitter, and that's basically it. You can follow me on Discord as well.
Yeah, you can find me on Alphy SB as well on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter with @edglow_SV. I don't.
I like that everyone is using _SV now.
Except for me, it's just
because Nya has like the good name. I'm just
no man,
cool.
just
And
I
I was like,
everywhere.
I was making my
Discord.
account. My account, and I was like, you know what, Edglow. It's already taken, of course.
You guys definitely can find us on the ManaSurge Discord. If you haven't followed ManaSurge Discord, go.
Your
Love
please
you
join.
guys.
There's so much good people in there.
We can talk
Yeah.
shit inside there. That's
You,
really
you can talk shit about Shadowverse. You can talk shit about mobile game, anything. It's very lively here.
We should post. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and
Bjorn will handle it. Okay.
and if you,
definitely.
If you guys,
if you guys wanna like join us like in the voice chat and
we've been active in voice chat.
we've been active in voice chat as well.
So after this, there's going to be the tournament. Obviously, like the tournament is going to start really soon. But
ready for
later
some
on, there's
swords.
going to be a stream for top 4. I forgot who's.
I am
casting.
casting with different fight and
different fighting. Yeah.
Hi, Glow and Different Fight is casting that, so please check into that. Like, Different Fight is a very good caster, and Glow is there as well.
yes.
Glow is
Glow is there to
computer,
put
and you know it.
Glow is there to call all of the top decks
Yes,
in the game.
I will.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what
Alright,
he's
guys.
doing. All right, guys. Thank you so much for having us here, and see you guys later. Bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.